Yes, structures of directory in operating system. We have five structures. They are single level, two level, tree or hierarchy, then acyclic and general graph directory structures. Let us discuss one by one. Single level directory. Single level directory is the simplest directory structure. You can see here. In it, all files contained in the same directory. Here, all files are contained in the same directory and it is easy to support and understand. And there is a limitation over a single level directory. However, the number of file increases or when the system has more than one user. Then each and every file will have a unique name. If the file in directory D1 has the name like sample, and the same name should not be taken in another directory. If we are considering like that, we will get a name collision problem. Then coming to the advantages, since it's a single directory, its implementation is very easy. If the files are smaller in size, searching becomes faster. If the files are or the directory is large, then it will take time to search. The operations like creation, searching, deletion, updation are very easy in this directory structure. Coming to disadvantages, as I told you, the unique file names must be unique, otherwise there will be a chance of name collision. And grouping cannot be done in this single level directory. Next one is two level directory. As we have seen single level directory, we have a confusion of file names among different users. So the solution is to create a separate directory for each user. A separate directory for each user. In two level directory structure, each and every user maintains this UFD, that is user files directory. So that UFDs have similar structures but each lists only the files of a single user. Files of a single user. Coming to the advantages, in this to search any file, we mention the full path. So searching becomes easy as we mentioned full path name. Then different users can have the same directory as well as the same file name. And disadvantages, user is not allowed to share files. Even though it is scalable, but we cannot do grouping in the two level directory. Next one is tree structured directory. As two level directory, we have a tree of height 2, but in tree structured directory we can have arbitrary height. That is, we can extend the directory structure based on the files what we are storing in our system. And we can create even subdirectories. This is root directory, these are directories, and these are subdirectories in these directories. And this is the most common directory structure. Coming to advantages, searching is easy since we mentioned full path name, and very scalable. Probability of name collision is less. Disadvantages, every file does not fit. That means if the file size is too large, it will not fit in this hierarchical model. So we have to create multiple directories. Because of creating multiple directories, it is inefficient to access a file. The next one is acyclic graph directory. Acyclic means no cycle in this representation or structure and allows to share subdirectories and files. In this, sharing is done. Sharing is possible because this directory structure is used generally when we have a joint project. Like two or more persons working on the same project, they need to share some information which is stored in files or subdirectories. Then the programmers will use this directory structure. It is acyclic directory structure. Coming to advantages, in this most advantage is to share files, and searching is almost easy because we are mentioning paths. And For searching, we have to maintain some linking. It may be a soft link or maybe a hard link. But searching is easy, but deleting any file may cause some problem. The next one is general graph directory structure. In this, cycles are allowed, whereas acyclic, no cycles and sharing is possible. But in general graph directory structure, cycles are allowed. That means multiple directories can be derived from more than one parent directory. And only the problem is with general graph is to calculate the total size or space occupied by a file or directory. It will be difficult to calculate the size or space occupied by these files and directories. Hope you all understood all the 5 types of directory structures. Thank you.